Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea. What if you could actually engineer a single day to create a massive personal breakthrough? We're going to walk through the blueprint for what's called a breakthrough day, a day designed to be that exact tipping point you've been waiting for. This quote, it just perfectly sets the stage for everything we're about to explore. It really nails that feeling of readiness, that moment where your old self just doesn't seem to fit anymore and you know you're on the verge of something new. It's such a powerful thought.
And that's the real kicker, isn't it? This whole concept challenges you to stop waiting for that moment to just happen to you, and instead decide to create it for yourself, right now, on purpose. So, how does that even work? Let's get into it.
So, what makes this day a tipping point? Well, think of it as the day where all your preparation, all that desire for change that's been building up, finally meets focused, intentional action. It's all about turning courage into a real, tangible, life-altering breakthrough. Yeah, this is not just about checking off boxes on some to-do list. The entire day is meant to be a symbolic act. Every single thing you do from the moment you wake up is designed to reinforce the rise of a new identity, one that you consciously choose. All right, let's start with the first phase of the day, the morning. This is all about consciously and very deliberately claiming the power and the identity you want to step into. The real power here is in how these simple rituals stack on top of each other. It starts with something as basic as awakening hydration, but you're linking a physical act with a mental affirmation. Then you move to visualization, and you're not just seeing your future self, you're feeling what it's like to be them right now. You anchor that feeling with a powerful declaration in the mirror, and then, boom, you make it real with a physical act of letting something go. Now, to really lock this all in, the morning includes these really specific journal prompts. And these aren't just for casual reflection. They're designed to force a decision. They guide you to get crystal clear on what you're claiming, what you're releasing for good, and how you are going to start acting differently, immediately. This quote just nails the whole philosophy of the morning ritual. See, the point isn't to wrestle with your past or fight against it. It's to consciously decide to release its grip on you so you finally have the freedom to move forward. Okay, so we've moved from the internal preparation to external action. This next part is all about translating that mental shift from the morning into powerful, undeniable proof, both physically and in the work you do. This physical workout is designed to be a metaphor for your inner breakthrough. Look, it's a tough circuit, and that's the whole point. Pushing past a physical limit creates this incredibly powerful psychological imprint. It proves to your brain that you are capable of shattering barriers, whether they're physical or mental. And here you can see the two key challenges that really define this action block. On the physical side, you have the breakthrough round, just going all out until you hit a completely new level of effort. And then mentally, you've got the identity shift hour. A full hour where you stop trying to be your higher self and you just are that person. You literally make decisions from that space. This quote completely reframes the whole idea of progress. It suggests that a breakthrough isn't about slowly, painstakingly working towards some future goal. It happens in the exact moment you decide to start living from that future identity, right here, right now. So, after the intensity of the morning and that action block, the second half of the day is all about integration. This is how you take those powerful shifts and you make them a permanent part of who you are. The midday reset uses gratitude as an anchor, and it's such a simple but profound ritual. Connect with nature, breathe, and consciously acknowledge the entire journey that brought you here, including the tough parts. And that challenge to actually call someone, that makes the gratitude real and tangible. And that's exactly why gratitude is so critical on a breakthrough day. It lets you reframe your entire past, not as something to run away from, but as the very foundation that gave you the strength for this moment. It literally turns struggle into a source of power. The evening is all about gathering evidence. Think of these reflection tasks as you providing tangible proof of the day's transformation. You're not just hoping you changed, you're actually documenting the evidence, asking yourself for the cold, hard facts that prove a shift has already happened. And this final reflection, it's so much more than just a review. It is the very act that solidifies the change. When you consciously acknowledge your own progress, you're essentially telling your brain, hey, this is the new normal. You're cementing this new state of being as your default setting. And finally, let's look at how this single, intense day of focus isn't just an endpoint. It's actually the launch pad for a completely new chapter. So the day wraps up with this quiet, peaceful ritual of self-acknowledgement. And I love this idea of creating a breakthrough token. It gives you a physical anchor, something you can see and touch to immediately reconnect with the feeling and the reality of the shift you created. So, to sum it all up, the entire breakthrough day really revolves around these three core principles. Let go of what's holding you back, step fully into the person you want to become, and then celebrate that transformation with pride. And that's really the final thought, isn't it? This isn't just some interesting concept to think about. It is a practical, step-by-step blueprint for transformation. So the only question left is, when are you going to decide that your moment is now?